Welcome back to the EFRL Fast Facts Podcast. I'm Mick Olafson. With me tonight, we got Dean Qualley, Justin Walbring, and then we have two special guests that will be joining us here. Oh, heck no. It'll be fun in Street Stocks. All right, we'll go over our winners real quick. Monday night, we had a clean sweep with Mr. Dan Park taking both the dirt race and the asphalt race. Last week in the Rusty Redneck Truck Series, we got TJ Elaine. Tonight we had Tom Q. I'm not pronouncing his last name. In the FALCONGRAFIX Associated Short Track Tour, Michael Steele won last week, just edging out Adam Baker. Thursday night, Marcus Swadek put on a performance and won there. Saturday night with the Misfits of Motorsports in the late model stocks, we had Ryan Pittman and then Mr. TJ Elaine winning again for the street stocks.
Yeah,
Yeah, that got me last night. Oh, I think I could have had something for him in the Dirt Series last night if I wouldn't have got run over. But, I'm not salty at all, maybe, just a little bit. Port Royal, that's this week.
okay. And then Justin, your series is going to Five Flags this week?
Yep, going to one of my least favorite tracks.
You don't like Five Flags?
Not a fan of Five Flags. It's a great track, don't get me wrong. It's just I struggle there.
Yeah, Five Flags puts on some good racing for sure. It's a bummer. I just realized I won't be around this weekend, so gonna have to miss out on it.
That is unfortunate. That is a fun track. That is one of the places that is one of the staples of short track racing in the United States. They hold, isn't it the Snowball Derby there every year?
That is right.
One of the biggest short track races every spring. It's crazy who the cars that they've had.
Yep, some big names go there for sure.
You might catch me in the late model for Port Royal. I really do love running that track.
Yeah, that's one of those tracks that you're either really good at or really bad at, and I'm really bad at it.
It's a tough one to tame.
All right. Moving forward, a little bit more on the league battle info for the August 5th, where the Rusty Rednecks versus the Misfits of Motorsports. Fun little race. So far, we've got quite a few entries, I believe. Hey, Justin?
I have two on my side of things so far. Nobody's really reached out about it too much yet because it's still a little farther out and people checking their schedules and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure we'll have a few more join up before we get there.
Oh, for sure. Yep. No, I think we'll have a full field closer to the time comes. Did you want to tell everyone about some changes coming to the Misfits League and Series?
Yeah, next season we are going to step away from the late model stock and we're going to bounce down to the Legends class. Uh, just kind of switch it up a little bit and kind of test the skill of the drivers, see how.
Oh, Justin, you're breaking up a little bit there, bud.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, it just kind of shake things up a little bit. I think I might do that every season. Take a little vote and see what everybody wants to run the next season.
The Legends will produce some good racing for sure.
Those things are wicked fun. It's been a long time since I've raced one, but I had such a blast in those cars.
Yeah, I kind of skipped over them when I started iRacing. I didn't really get into them, and then I got into another league that ran them, and I fell in love with them.
Yeah, they're a blast to drive in real life too. They're quite the handful at some tracks, but they're a lot of fun. Anything else there, Justin, for your league?
Oh yeah, we have a change of the schedule. Instead of going to Atlanta the 25th of this month, we're going to be going to Myrtle Beach.
Oh, now that's a fun track.
Yeah, there was mixed reviews about the Michigan race and whatnot. So I was like, well, in order to bypass all the drama with it, I went ahead and just changed it to something a little shorter.
And see, I enjoyed Michigan. That was a lot of fun, but
Oh, trust me, I enjoyed Michigan as well.
I wonder why.
It seems that restrictor plate racing is my thing.
Hey Mick, should we bring in Mr. Michael Steele?
I do believe we should.
Hello, Mr. Steele. How are you today?
I am good. How are y'all?
Not too bad. How did you make out in at Slinger?
Just hung on for third. That was a big just hang on.
Yep, I think I did, I don't know, 4 or 5 laps or something, and I had to park it because I kept hitting the wall.
It's my guess is out of 4.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, so that's I told Baker with like 5 laps to go. I was like, I just now realized the wall is so easy to hit out of 4 because there's no banking. Like I never noticed that there's 2 different bankings on the straightaways.
Yeah, no, I think tonight was the first night I've actually done laps there, and yeah, I definitely struggled.
Yeah, I've done plenty of laps there, and I think the modifieds and the late model stocks, and I just cannot figure out that track. So I knew going in it was just try to stay close to Trav within a couple positions and just move on to next week.
Yep. No beef with Mr. Baker.
Oh no, we just love talking a little mess.
You gotta have that once in a while.
Yeah, we try to put on a little. I don't know if Mick got it, but I put on a little show after the race of us wiping each other out.
Nice.
And we put on a show before the race in pit lane. That was even more fun.
Man, you guys destroyed some cars on pit lane.
Dude, that was a blast though. We were both wheeling it just to wreck each other.
So, Michael, in the last 2 years, you've had some pretty big life-changing events, all for the good. Now you got a little baby girl. She's awesome. Now you're opening up a business. You've just got so much going on, man.
Yeah, it is a lot. I am more times than not super overwhelmed. I am incredibly thankful to have Marcy to be by my side and help me through all this process.
Marcy's a rock and an amazing person. I can tell you that. I love having her come in and chat with us when she can on Thursday nights or when we're broadcasting on Tuesday nights. But you got a good one right there, buddy.
Yeah, it's you ain't got to tell me, but everybody tells me still. Like it's she's the strongest person I know, smartest person I know. Yeah, I definitely got lucky.
And I can tell people, if you're looking for a little real life wrap, you gotta check out Steel Designs and Graphics. He just did a wrap for me for my RC car, and it is amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely a process. I'm still learning, and I'm incredibly slow. I have literally looking at the one I'm working right now, where I'm still laying the overlays and everything, but it looks awesome. I still got to do. I told them have it done tomorrow, so I got to probably pull an all-nighter to get both the doors done and all that. But I'm a man of my word and try to my best to get everything done on time.
Well, you do amazing work, and I enjoy when you post the pictures there in your Discord because those wraps are outstanding.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm thankful to have all the especially Baker and Jordan. They seem like, well, before I started doing real life wraps, they were buying at least one wrap every week, especially Jordan Blair. But yeah, I'm just thankful to have those people that like my work and give me a chance to practice, because I'm still pretty new to all this. I've only really been designing for a couple of years now, so still have a lot to learn.
Oh yeah, no, I love your iRacing ones, but I was talking about your in real life racing cars.
Oh yeah. You gotta see the one I'm working on right now. I think if you go look at my Discord, I don't know if you saw it today, the one I posted the roof of, but that one is turning out awesome as flow pink, super bright pink, and then teal glitter that changes from like blue to green and all that. It's probably just because it's my colors, the colors I like doing. It's by far my favorite one I've done so far.
Yeah, I think you gave me a sneak peek of it when I was talking to you last week, and it's going to turn out gorgeous.
Yeah. I don't remember if I just sent you the mock-up or the actual. I think I printed it. I think after I did all that, I don't remember.
Yeah, you sent me the mock-up.
So yeah. Seeing the real life right now. If y'all go look at my Discord, and I think it's the real life dirt limited whatever profile, that the roof is a good sneak peek of what the real life thing is going to look like, and it's going to look even better on the car.
Holy cow,
We'll
that
definitely
is
have to-
amazing.
Yeah, it's the glitter just is incredible. Just looking at it and seeing all the different colors and everything. It's a process. I've been working on it for 2 days straight, and like I said, I'm gonna probably pull all nighter to get it done. But it's by far probably one of my favorite iRacing real life designs. Whatever. It's just because it's my colors, and I've known the guy for so long, from me bowling professional and him bowling professional and all that.
So how many real life cars have you wrapped now?
So I have Austin Taylor that raced with us one week, and I guess I've shoved him so far into the corner he still hasn't came back. Um, I did his, and he actually won at Bowman Gray. So the track that Mick, the last podcast, or I think it's Thursday night when you are talking about the asphalt track, it's Bowman Gray Stadium.
Yes. The
Yeah,
one from the
so
Madhouse.
yep, Austin Taylor actually won his first ever race a couple Saturdays ago with my wrap.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
yeah, so I posted some pictures, and that's where it happened at, and I got to watch it on Flow Racing, and it's crazy to think that all the people on Flow, yeah, they don't see my logo because it's so small, but it's just surreal seeing my wrap on Flow Racing leading laps and winning.
That is pretty cool, bud.
Yeah, it's incredibly cool. I mean, just if I had to have somebody let me even borrow their account just so I could even watch on Flow, but yeah, it's I think all in all, I think so. Yeah, I've done, to answer your question, Dean. I think I've done Taylor's, I've done Marcus Swaddick, who I think will hopefully get to race this weekend. They've been rained out the weekend I got the wrap to them. And I guess that's really the only two full size cars I've done so far. So I'm working on my third and fourth right now for a stepfather and stepson. Oh, and I've designed some real life ones. So Ben Morrow's I designed that somebody else printed. I've designed a couple others, that one in Vegas that I designed that was printed there in Vegas. One down here, the kid I help on his real life car that I've designed. It's won't speak with the guy anymore, but that he printed, and yeah.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I seen Ben Morrow's on his legend there, right?
Yeah, yeah. I designed that one. The guy actually that printed that one really wasn't too keen on using somebody else's design, and I guess after he showed him the wrap that I designed and the one from the kid that I help out down here that I designed, the guy actually apparently liked my work so much that he said that whenever his designer gets too busy, he would use me some. But I mean, that hasn't happened, and I'm honestly thankful because I am so busy now that it would be so hard to, anyways. But it's really cool to have somebody that's has a designing history. I mean, even for Mick designing on iRacing and everything, it's cool to me be so new to it. And Mick's been designing for so long, and for them to look at my work and to really appreciate it and think it's that good.
Oh, heck yeah. I love looking at the cars you make, bud.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so hard on myself. Like, as much as I love the two I just printed off and working on right now in real life, like, there's a lot that people love that I even Baker's tonight. I mean, he absolutely loves that car, but I do not like it whatsoever. Even though it's simple, like there wasn't much to that one.
How long have you been iRacing?
I started, I guess, in right before we got married. So we got married December 2020. So I think November 2020 was whenever I first started. And I mean, I grew up going to the dirt track in my hometown, but we grew up in grandstands. Like, I have no racing background whatsoever besides just growing up the racetrack and just sitting in the grandstands and just loving it.
But you have had the opportunity to turn some laps in a real car, right?
I have, and that was I say I have that was a Kenny Wallace dirt experience. So I have driven a dirt late model, but it wasn't really to the full extent. So the kid that I have that I help out down here, I want to call his name is Logan, so I'm just going to call him Logan, just so I don't have to say the kid I know. Logan, he actually is going to let me hot lap his car a couple times this season, and I think we're going to rent out a track, splitting it with somebody with people I'm working on their wraps right now. We're going to split a track and have a test session with all of us. So I may end up driving two different versions of modifieds.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, limited modified and or a sport mod, or a sport mod limited modified, kind of the same thing, and then an eco mod. So kind of eco mod's a little bit less horsepower, more like a factory stock on a modified body in a sense, and then limited modified, sport modified are kind of middle of the road to what maybe a comparison to like a B mod.
Yep.
So something like that. But yeah, I'm nervous because I'm a hesitant person. Like, I don't like roller coasters. I feel comfortable behind the wheel, but also it's somebody else's equipment. So I just that scares me a little bit. And I've been known to I flipped literally on my graduation day of high school. I rolled my truck 3 times. So
Holy cow.
yeah, it was a bit of a day, but yeah, I mean, so I have a bit of a experience of wrecking vehicles pretty bad.
Well, you could always come up to Canada here and, ask Mr. Travis Lapinus to hot lap his or Dwayne's mod.
Yeah, that would be always fun. We want to make it up. Honestly, my wife wants to move to Canada, and I don't mind it besides just the cold, because I am 120 pounds soaking wet, and I absolutely hate the cold. I mean, we're both born and raised in Texas, but obviously, me being from Texas, I wear a hoodie and a toboggan in our house all the time. Even going outside in the summertime, like, I will still wear a hoodie and a toboggan just because it's just me.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely get chilly up here.
Yeah, I don't know if I could handle it, but I'd love to come up there. I think that Trav and Jer are talking about coming down to go to Coda. Is probably about 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from me, and I literally lived across the street from DFW Airport. So they're talking about coming down so we can go watch some races and at Coda, and that'd be really cool to. We've known each other for so long on here. It'd be cool to finally meet and hang out some and spend some time with them.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and it'd be Yeah, it'd be cool to go to the NASCAR race at Coda, but honestly, if I'm going to go to Coda, I want to see the cars that are going to go fast there, which is we're talking about going to the World Endurance Championship, and those cars are meant for road courses, so that'll be a lot more exciting rather than just watching Crash Fest.
Yep. No, it's iRacing's a funny thing how you build great relationships yet you don't even know the people.
Yeah, I mean, y'all. I've had some other guys from before I started racing with y'all. The one league I did race, I made a couple good friendships out of that, and now I have one good friendship out of that. Me and Mick have talked about that a little bit. Um, the guy who really helped me start getting into painting decided he did not like the fact that I opened my own business of doing real life cars after I told him that I would like to work for him of some sort, and he just didn't went sour. But it's crazy the friendships that you can make off of just playing a quote unquote sim and make all the friendships you do.
Yep. No, that's like Mick and myself. I mean, we talk damn near every day, but have never met each other in real life. So,
And that's crazy the fact that y'all are so close. I'm surprised y'all haven't.
well, we're not. What are we? 13 hours apart?
Yeah, we're not that close.
Yeah, it's not that close. I mean, I guess Dean, you're close to where the Lopenas is, aren't you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so y'all are kind of the Texas of Canada, it seems like.
Oh yeah. No. I know Travis and Dwayne and Jeremy like
Yeah,
personally, and Lee.
yeah, I was thinking so. I hope I get to meet all of them and soon. But I think that I'd love for Dwayne to come down also. I think I might actually get to do some decals on his race car, hopefully.
Well, that's good. Yeah. No. It's a small world really in the long run.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's like I said, through my days of bowling professionally, like my wife has, I say I know her because of my best friends from bowling, but she really doesn't have that much of a bowling background. But once we started talking, long story short, we end up knowing the same person because she's friends with a random person and their husband actually ends up being a really good bowler. So like it's crazy as a small world of how it just meets up somehow.
Yes, sir, that it is.
How's the Monday series going that you're in?
It is going pretty good. I am sitting in fifth in points right now, so I'm kind of flirting with fourth to fifth. I probably could have had a better night last night at the Glen. I think with probably lap 6 or 7, I kind of looped it coming out of turn one and smacked the inside wall and killed my toe. So I don't understand the toe. Not working on race cars enough yet. I was either towed in or towed out. But I know that turning my car to the left was not fun. Thankfully, that course has a lot of right hand turns. So I could hang on. I think I was in like fifth or sixth when that happened and fell back to 10th and worked my way back up to sixth for the stage break. Went in, got some damage repair, and ended up finishing fifth, I think. So it's kind of just, like I said, flirting with fourth and fifth. Hopefully, just can have a couple good races going into the playoffs and kind of get a gap built up to where maybe I can jump into fourth and kind of lock myself into the top four before we get to the cutoff race of the final four.
How many races you got left?
That is a great question. I know we have 2 left for before the playoffs. Um, let's see. Ask me questions. I don't pay attention to the schedule enough. There's a lot of times where I will get ready to race and I'm like, oh, we are off this week. That is awesome. So we have Charlotte next week, and that is the cutoff to the round of 12. So we have overall, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 races, including the championship race.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I won't say I have a couple good tracks ahead of me. Go Charlotte, Daga, Richmond, Old Atlanta, Iowa, Michigan. So I don't mind Charlotte. Talladega is always just luck of the draw. I love super speedway racing, but I mean, I'm kind of like Kyle Larson, a super speedway. I'm not bad at it, but I get wrecked all the time. Um, Richmond, Iowa, short tracks. I love short tracks. Old Atlanta, I haven't raced it enough just because I'm got into it so late. I'm now used to new Atlanta, unfortunately. And then Michigan, I've only raced a couple late races at, but feel pretty good there.
Well, that's good. Good sized fields.
Um, not tremendously. I think we're flirting with maybe like 17, 18 cars every week. I think it was better last season. But I know y'all are trying to, you and the guys that are mainly running it are all trying to do their best to grow it. And every week we kind of see some new cars and seeing some new faces. And there's been some front runners the past couple of weeks that they joined so late that they're not even in for the championship, but they're pretty quick. So it's field's getting faster. I think last season was probably the most competitive field that we've seen ever on Monday nights since I've been involved. Starting back from the ARCA, the one season I think I ran in the ARCA car. Um, but it's just part of racing, unfortunately. I mean, had disagreements and some couple bad people, and they turned the league sour, and just got to regrow it.
Yep, nope, for sure. And I think those boys are doing a good job of what they got, and they're growing it as much as they can. I mean, there's so many leagues out there right now that it's just hard to get basically commitment, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've raced with y'all so long, and I'm such a shy person, really, that once we start talking and we become friends, I don't shut up. But once we, I'm a shy person overall. So like once I found y'all, I haven't raced with anybody else. But there's so many options out there that it's hard to find a good group of guys that all can race clean and not have breakfast and not have disagreements. And unfortunately, it's especially like me on Thursday nights with somebody, tempers come up and tempers flare, and that can easily run off somebody and or a couple people. And I mean, it's all just do the best you can. I mean, I think they're doing a good job. I'm not really a outgoing person on anything that they call. There was one week where they bumped me back from the podium position that I kind of disagreed with, but I took it on the chin, and as much as I didn't want to, and it's just part of doing all this, and you just gotta just trust the process of them all growing it.
Yep, exactly. And I think they've got some ideas of where they want to take that series, and I think they've got a good clear shot of doing it.
Yeah, I think they're doing great. I mean, obviously being on the team with one of the owners, I get to hear a little bit of insight, not very much because they keep that all pretty secret, but I get to hear a little bit of insight, and I have no doubt that they're all doing the best they can.
Oh, for sure. Um, I don't think you've ever met Justin, have you?
Just beside racing on Thursday nights a little bit and me wrecking him earlier in practice, not really.
I mean, we've exchanged messages a little bit, and we've been talking about doing a wrap for me for iRacing.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit, but beside that, not a ton. But yeah, he seems like a great guy, and I mean, he seems like he's willing to put in the help to help grow all this with y'all and everything. So obviously, I'm down for that.
He said I'm a great guy.
He's a great guy. Y'all ever watch Letterkenny? Dean, you have to watch Letterkenny since you're in Canada.
Yep. No, he is a great guy. He has a great league going on Saturdays, and then he is starting up on Wednesdays. So if you need some more racing, you can always reach out to him.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking about it, like even racing with you on Monday or the early league on Tuesday. Right now, it's just so dang hard to even like tonight. I wasn't even sure if I was going to make it for tonight, but I like I'm down always down for laid back and having fun leagues.
We're definitely laid back on Saturday nights, but yeah, the dirt season starts up here in July, and we're running the 358s and the street stocks. If you're more than welcome to join us if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I may if you send me the stuff or whatever, if you have a Discord or whatever, by all means send me to it. I might try to make a couple races. Definitely not going to promise to make it all the time, but 358s I can get down with. Street stocks I am not so bueno at, so I'll probably pretty close to probably where the field is. I feel like Thursday nights I have a bit of an advantage, just loving the modifieds and dirt late models, but street stocks not so much.
They're a different beast to drive.
They are, yeah. I love the hike of dirt late models and modifieds and everything, and street stocks definitely don't have that.
No, it's like driving a dump truck.
Yeah, yeah. I quit driving that thing as soon as I possibly could get out of rookies and everything. I think I've driven it. I tried to farm one night on my iRating. Decided to race a rookie race with the street stocks and did not go as well as I hoped.
Yeah, the rookie street stock series is what's kind of tanked my iRating.
Yeah, I did it that one time. I mean, that's what I get for trying to race against a bunch of rookies and still their chance of getting iRating. But I haven't. I learned my lesson that one time. I just stay away from those things. Legends, they're loose enough I can get down with. Midgets, I mean, anything else beside a street stock, I'm pretty okay with. Well, I don't. I say that the limited dirt late model, it's 200 powered for me.
Oh yeah, that thing is horrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people like it, but I'm not good at momentum based tracks, and I get that means I probably should do it more to try to get better at it. But it's I'll stick to my overpowered cars where I can use throttle control and have the power to make up for, I guess, a lack of throttle control.
That's what the Thursday series originally started at, was with the limited late models, and then one night I accidentally set it up with the pro late models, and I was like, oh, these are way better.
Yeah, I mean, we raced with the big blocks. I think the first season, first full season I raced with y'all was the big blocks, and anything that has a little bit of power, big block. I mean, I was even okay with the 360 as much as I talk trash about it. It just gave me a reason to somewhat learn those cars and even got a win out of it. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty down with anything dirt. I mean, I'm not opposed to racing a street stock. I just know I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm not going to be good at it.
Oh, come on, you got to try it. They're a blast.
I've done it so many times, and I mean, I'll race whenever I get a free night. I'll race with y'all, but I feel like I'm just gonna want to beat my head against a wall. I guess that's no different than Thursday nights right now, though. Sorry, had to always got to jab that while I can.
Oh, definitely. I completely understand for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I wish we could get more cars on Thursday nights. And this past week was a great field. That was extremely awesome, and it was also extremely awesome to be leading that field while I was.
Yeah, you definitely had the car to beat, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I just would have liked to see where it would have played out because I know that I was kind of, yes, I was out front, but also I had clean tracks. So I really feel like looking at my mirror, the little bit I was, that Marcus and all them would have ran me down at some point, and I think it would have been a great race.
You and Kenny really, really had a good race going on there for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely was kind of gaining on me, losing on me, gaining on me. I looked up in my rear view mirror at one point and saw. I try not to use my mirror to mirror drive. I use it just to make sure I'm clear on slide jobs and stuff like that more than anything. I am one of the biggest people of not mirror driving. But I did look up and see where he's still a ways back from me, so it's not like I really stole his line and cut him off. But at one point I saw he was kind of around the middle, so I moved up to the middle, and then a few laps later I saw Marcus was gaining on him pretty good and saw he was running the top, so I just really moved up to the top. And I think that at that point I mean it's great, always easy to say I just would have pulled away from him, but just as easily could have gained up to me, and I just would like to see how it played out.
Oh, for sure. Well, you are what, a two-time champion on Thursdays, or is it three?
3 if you include the Falcon Graphics tour that you did.
Okay.
Back-to-back overall season championships.
Yeah. So you're a tough competitor regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it's dirt is the reason I got iRacing. It's the track I grew up going to in my hometown. That was a dirt track, and dirt modifieds or late models back in the day. They had them for a while, the old school late models, and I absolutely fell in love with that car growing up. But then they got rid of them. So modifieds are probably our biggest thing down here, and I just that's my by far my favorite car. I wish that I didn't have so many DNFs and I didn't miss that one race, and maybe I could be up there with Steven to give him another battle. But I told him in the interview waiting last week, I said, "Congrats on the championship." But yeah, it's dirt is just my background. I told Marcy whenever she's the one who actually got me my first computer to where I could race on iRacing, got me my subscription and all that. So I told her when I first was getting iRacing, or when she first got it for me, I was like, I will never race a road course. I will never do anything but dirt race. Really, I might race NASCAR stuff every now and then, and now I'm head first into pretty much all of it except for really dirt road.
Awesome, bud. Well, I think that's going to do it for us with you tonight. Congratulations again. I know you won last week, and nice finish tonight, and we look forward to seeing what you can do again.
Yeah, for sure. Try to keep Tuesday night going, and at least try to pack a couple more wins on Thursday nights and Monday nights, and see where the season takes me.
All right, bud. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Y'all have a good night.
You too, Michael.
You too.
All right. Moving on with the podcast tonight, we got some exciting news for the EFRL and the Rusty Redneck series. Dean, you want to go over some of that?
All right. So, new for next season, so season 3 for the Monday night street stocks. It will be broadcasted. So, I have lined up a broadcaster. Toadcast is going to be broadcasting our street stock, so that's very exciting. It'll be. I'm actually really excited for that to happen.
Me too, as long as he can say my name right. Oh, I'm just kidding.
I mean, there's somebody else in here that could learn how to pronounce names too, you know.
I can say Justin just fine.
It's the last name that trips you up.
Dude, that name is weird. So how do you pronounce it?
Just like it's spelled, Walbring.
Okay. I think I've got it good now.
What did you used to call him?
I have no idea.
Wahlberg. I've heard Walgreen. I've heard 3 or 4 different types of pronunciations for my last name.
Justin Walgreen. Okay.
He's rich.
Yep.
I wish.
So yeah, that's exciting here for season 3. Also for the remainder of season 2, there will be two money races coming up here. The winner will receive a cash prize sponsored by Grooming by Kimberly.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm just waiting for her to pick the dates, and I will post that then. And then, moving on to Tuesdays. Right now, we're running the short track truck series and the fast modified series, but we're switching it up. We are, first of all, going to be running a Pro Light series open to anybody. So that will run first. And then after that, we will be running a Super Speedway series. which is also open to anyone.
I can't wait for the Pro Light series. I've been dying to run a Pro Light League for a while now.
In the off season, in between my Thursday night series, we've ran some Pro Light stuff. Those trucks are so fun.
So it will be 2 short seasons just to get started, and then it'll match up with our season 2 Street Stock series. So if we can make a success out of both those series, we'll look at making a season. Well, there's season 2, but we'll just say season 3, a full schedule.
Super Speedway and the trucks, I think, is going to be a blast. I love how those handle in the draft. I think it's going to be fun all the way around.
I think I'm going to enjoy the Super Speedways. I've learned that I'm actually pretty good with a draft, so.
Yeah, no, I haven't really ran too many races in the trucks, and every time I do, well, we know how that works. But I think the trucks is a good fit for that. The Pro Lights, you know, from what we've seen on Mondays, we could definitely use a stress reliever series, so you can beat and bang those things till they're dead, and they still go.
Flipping them, jumping them, heck yeah.
I like the series where you can put a little door to each other and keep it going straight, and these seem to take that just fine.
Yep, and I mean, again, they're just a fun series, but I mean, race hard.
Oh, definitely, for sure. One thing I like with those trucks, I don't know if you guys run a handbrake at all, but I recommend it.
You run a handbrake?
For the jumpy trucks, you betcha.
Oh, yeah. It really, really helps to have one.
It helps it rotate the ass end around. I mean, the butt around.
Really? Okay.
Oh,
well,
maybe I shouldn't give away my secrets.
So is that how you make your street stock turn?
No, I don't think I've ever tried that in a street stock. Maybe I should.
What about your dirt car?
I'm not telling.
Okay.
Man, Monday. I'm still salty about Monday night. I started dead last because I missed the heats. I was all the way up to second, and then I got wrecked. Hunter.
Yeah, you had a fast car. Yep.
Doesn't happen often. I have to enjoy it when it does.
I struggle so much at Knoxville, it's not even funny. Like, I feel great there. The car feels great, but I can't put it together there.
I struggle at Knoxville with the late models and with the UMPs, but the street stocks, I can hook that thing up. But that's exciting news for next season. Is there anything else we got for tonight, boys?
I'm thinking that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty well it.
Awesome. Well, I think we're going to call this one a show then. A day late, but we still had fun doing it. So, that's all that matters.
Yep. I talked to TJ. We will have him next week. He's out and not away, or he's away from his computer. So.
Awesome. Not a problem. We'll catch up with TJ at a different time then. But that's going to do it from here, from us at the EFRL Fast Facts Podcast. Myself, Dean Qualley, Justin Walbring, maybe Walgreen. But that's going to do it for us here tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and we look forward to seeing you on the track.
Y'all have a wonderful night.